That I have is something that I originally wanted much earlier. Tufeng and I were in the store when he picked up the last box. Dewback Rider, I know it's not the most competitive of all the models out there, but I do love just the model. I mean, look at the Dewback, he looks cool. So we've got a few weapon options. I don't know which is the best option just yet. Was just discussing this with Tufeng the other day. Probably put the rider and the little dinosaur already, but maybe not arm the rider just yet. So let's pop this open. Let's see what's in there. Your standard split box. Model on the right side, and on the left side you have your base. I'm not sure if this is the right size. I hope it is. You've got your cards and your instructions. Again, fairly difficult to get this wrong unless you're really inexperienced, but this, I guess, the weapon options it's good to see. There's not much in terms of rules at the back, so it's just really instructions. The model's what we all wanted, or at least I wanted. It's soft plastic, so there you go. It's yeeks. It's massive. It's easy to put together too. It's quite hard to get that wrong. Look at that. Ooh. I wonder what noise or sounds it makes. Kind of reminds me a little of the toys that I had when I was a kid. Just from the texture. Yeah, there you go. A little dino. I'll just probably play around with that. I hope the base is right. You guys tell me if this is the right or wrong base. I mean, the instructions, does it say what base size it comes with? It just says miniature with base. But doesn't exactly tell you what size. So I'm just going to go on the forums to check just to make sure I've got the right base size. So hopefully this is the right one. Next, let's look at the cards. I've never actually quite seen the Dewback cards yet. Never actually had people use the Dewback on me before. Tokens while they're in the bag. Nothing unique. Let's look at this. The Dewback Rider. It's got armor. Ooh, not bad. Cancels one hit. Relentless. Kind of similar to our Taun Tauns. Reposition. Spur. While performing a move, you may gain 1 suppression token and increase your maximum speed by 1. Yeah, it moves at speed 1, so that really makes it difficult, unhindered. So I think this was originally designed to counter the Taun Tauns. Although, just based on what I've been reading, the Taun Tauns are a whole heap better than this Dewback Rider. T21 Blaster Rifle. That's 4 attacks. 10 points. You can convert. You've got your 97C Blaster Rifle. It's range 1 to 4. Just slightly better at a 5-point upgrade. You've got your flame rifle. So I was told that this flame rifle is probably the best choice, only because you're gonna want to get in close and just start blasting away. I'm not sure. Range is very short. And at speed 1 for Dewback Rider, I mean, you can take suppression and you can move. You are unhindered. So I'll just test that out a bit to see which is the best option. You've got endurance, tenacity, as well as comms jam. Fairly standard cards with most of the sets. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. By all means, please leave a comment, sub, like, and I'll see you on the other side.